Hello. Today we're going to briefly explore the upper kidney points, which are points used to great effect in Wesleyan-style constitutional five-element acupuncture, and these are more often than not called upon to treat different aspects of the spirit. The upper kidney points are seen as the shoe points on the front of the body. And within each set of shoe points, front and back, is found the unfolding or aspects of our unfolding of our human journey as mediated by the co-cycle. And like the points on the back, on the bladder channel, each one corresponds to a particular element. Starting at the bottom, kidney 22 relates to the water, kidney 23 relates to the earth, kidney 22 relates to the wood, kidney 25 relates to fire, kidney 26 relates to metal, and kidney 27 is said to represent the transcendence of all of them and refers to completion of this journey. So the bladder shoe points on the back are said to move qi and blood. And this brings the essence qi up from Ming Men and deposits them into the AEPs for each of the officials, each of the elements. But the kidney shoe points, these are said to move or transport qi and jing. And again, the transporting points for the jing on the front are kidney 22 through 26 and then completing in kidney 27. So the front the front shoe points of the kidney are said to relate to the power of the qi for what's stored in our depths and stimulates this to arise and emerge in each one of these different points, and each one has a different nature. In TCM, these points are generally considered to deal with respiratory problems such as asthma, wheezing, cough, difficulty breathing, especially upon inhalation, having a tight chest, and, quote, having no pleasure in eating. And this last function usually is referring to these points' capacity to help relax and rectify rebellious qi, especially rebellious stomach qi, and maybe even lung qi, which is said to interfere with breathing and diminishing the appetite. I'd like to start with kidney 22, and while even though kidney 22 is still on the main part of the meridian, and it is the exit point where the qi is then said to deviate or then continue on to the pericardium meridian, even though it's still part of the main channel, it does represent an important transition from dark gate onto the rest of the channel, which occurs in the upper chest. Now, this is, of course, the exit point, and is considered to be the water front shoe point on the kidney. So here the kidney channel progresses up the rib cage as indicated by the point named veranda. In traditional Chinese homes, verandas were on the inside and opened into a courtyard, like the inner courtyard of stomach 44. It was an open space of quiet and natural beauty, maybe overlooking a garden or a nice view where one could go to rest, contemplate, or meditate, away from the noisy distractions of daily life and the rest of the household. The character also refers to the upward path leading to the enclosure of one's original and authentic qualities. And this is associated with the Yuan original source qi that merges with the heart shen that's protected by the rib cage and the heart protector or pericardium, which is the next meridian in the circuit of qi through the chest. This point is said to transport jing to the pericardium. Yuan qi ascends via the chongmai, whose trajectory shares points with the kidney channel on the chest to kidney 22, and then onto CV17 via the kidney's internal branch. This branch and its orderly flow of qi is the corridor and is like the veranda that connects the interior of the emperor's home to the exterior. This point may be said to restore our sense of tranquility and relief. It may ease the vulnerability that comes after a breakthrough, a new way of witnessing our inner self or our outer environment. It may also elicit a sense of greater safety, security, ease, and refreshment. We can step out into life with greater strength and vigor. Likewise, we can begin to connect to our unique and powerful qualities within and then bring them out into the world with a sense of safety and emotional ruggedness. It's like a safe space to venture outside after a long illness, but you're still sheltered from the elements outside. one can face the world again from this state of safety and this place of protection. This is said to enable the patient to see something new, a broader horizon, while still connected to their sense of security. As the chi begins to mingle with the heart protector channel here, this point may help someone get over their sadness, depression, or fear of intimacy. They also may feel very insecure about being seen on an intimate level again without letting go their fear of being exposed and being vulnerable. This is also said, of course, to ease rebellious stomach or lung chi. I am reminded of when I got out of the hospital after having a severe experience with Lyme disease that affected my heart. And after a hospital stay of about maybe 5 or 6 days, I was finally released. And I just remember walking outside of the hospital and everything seemed so noisy and intense. The sunlight, the sound of people in the parking lot, the cars, and there really even wasn't that much activity. And then getting in the car, driving home, and experiencing, the velocity of speed in the car and all the traffic going by and the noise as the windows were down, I actually felt very tense. And it took me a moment to realize that I actually was experiencing this unfamiliar sensation of intense vulnerability, of a sense of weakness. And because I was still in a state of recovery, I hadn't really regained my strength yet. And I just remember this experience of this subtle fear and exposure to the world around me and to the noise and activity of it. So this is a great point for people who are recuperating from some long illness that's inhibited their ability to participate in the world. So this offers them a nice sense of safety and security because it reminds them that they are protected, that they have this natural ability within themselves, their heart protector, as well as their own water, to preserve their life, to preserve their um, vitality. So this is a great point for people who've been suffering after a long illness and are then, first starting to make those first steps into the world with a sense of safety and security.